महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। जय माँ, जय माँ, सबको जय माँ। आज क्या है प्रश्न? यस, ओके। This person is asking, Swamiji, how much time do you devote to your domestic and social duties? Domestic and social duties. देखिए, ऐसा है, as far as domestic duties are concerned, it's bare minimum. I'll say bare minimum. Firstly, I'm leading an ascetic life because I'm an ascetic. So ये जो घर है, what we call घर, is basically my ashram because this is माँ's home. Okay, माँ की presence यहाँ बहुत है इस घर में. Okay, so I call it my ashram. जहाँ भी साधु का निवास होता है वो उसको आश्रम कहते हैं. So when I was young, okay, since the age of I think 17, I was working day night. I was working, and so the entire till I think I was 40, I was working. I had my parents who were very sick, after that. And then my duty was to look after them. तो उनकी सेवा में काफ़ी समय जाता था मेरा to, care for them. And that time my domestic duties were a lot. जो अभी बिल्कुल नहीं है. Bare minimum मैं कह सकती हूँ कि मेरी duties है. Because I have a staff right from young age, they have been with me. So they are very well trained. So, they handle everything. Just basics I have to handle, nothing else. So domestic duties मेरी इतनी है नहीं, मैं काफ़ी free हूँ अभी. As far as social stuff is concerned, firstly, I don't go out anywhere. Only when I'm invited to somebody's house, it's only for satsangs. So वहाँ जाती भी हूँ तो सत्संग होता है, बाकी कुछ नहीं. So I'm basically, I like my isolation, my solitude. And social duty अगर आप बोले तो yes, I'm running all these handles on social media like Facebook and YouTube channels and things like that. There I have to do a lot of work, which I have mentioned earlier also, that especially when I'm running Swamiji's kitchen, I have to do preparation one day prior and then next day everything, then editing and this and that. So my time goes in those kind of things where I'm trying to make people aware of what Ma is. As far as I can do it, I'm trying to, make people aware. Because people should know that Ma Anandmayi had walked on our planet. And one should be aware of that. So it's not like Ma was there then and Ma is not there today. It's not that. Like Ma has always said, I was always the same. I am the same and I shall always be the same till the dance of creation goes on in the hall of eternity. So she's ever present. And that people should be aware. And that's why I'm running all these YouTube channels. And, right now Matri Katha is just over. And then I thought, let me do question answers. So, if you people have seen Matri Katha, you will know how profound it was. And if you haven't seen it, please go back and see it, because that is important to know what Ma is. Whatever little bit we can know. Nobody can really know Ma unless Ma wills it, wishes it, So those are the kind of things I am busy doing. And I enjoy doing that because it's constant satatam smarami of Ma, So my spiritual life is that. From morning to evening, I'm doing nothing else but thinking of Ma, And उसमें कुछ भी जो काम हो, जैसे आप बोलते हैं domestic काम, then, I do those. And it's easy for me, it's not difficult. So basically it is that, I think you were asking, what is my domestic duty and my social duty, which I have answered. And social duty में क्या होता है, chit chat करो, लोगों से बात करो, मिलने जाओ, घूमने जाओ. I don't do any of those things, I have a very ascetic life. because I am one, you know. So you will probably see things on my YouTube, and you know, you'll see things over there. So I'm really busy doing all that, you know. माँ की बातें करो तो बहुत बहुत मजा आता है. And if the satsang, sometimes when I go somewhere, satsang goes on, it'll go on. You can, you know, I can go on whole night, I can go on talking about it. So that is what I enjoy the most, you know, because माँ की बातें करो तो दिल खुश हो जाता है, you know. So that's exactly what I do. And if anybody needs any help, like, you know, किसी को दीक्षा चाहिए या किसी को, they call me up or they connect with me, and then I help them out. So that is another thing that I do. You know, like people have a lot of questions about different things. They call up also and they talk to me. So that is also something that I do. It's basically all seva that I do. And plus we are running this Gaushala, माँ के आश्रम में, हरिद्वार में, which I don't know whether you're aware of it. I'm sure you are. So that Gaushala also has a lot of work to be done. And I do it basically from here. I travel a lot, yes. I go to ashrams. माँ के आश्रम में मैं जाती हूँ. पूना है, गुजरात है, या हरिद्वार है. You know, those things I do. I travel, and basically it's all seva, you know. Nothing else. So my duties are very few. As far as I'm really happy about that, कि माँ ने मुझे free कर दिया, you know. And I don't have to really rack my brains on that. So I did all that in my young age, but now I don't, you know, it's over for me. So that is that, and I hope I've answered your question, because you did ask this question and I mentioned to you that I'll tell you in my question answer series, you know. So that's what I'm doing. Swamiji's Kitchen also I started doing because I wanted people to be aware that Satvik food is what we need to eat all the time. And Satvik mein aisa nahi hai that it's boring and it's like, you know, bland. And you see all my recipes, then none of them will be bland. Only thing is ke kanda lasan nahi hai. Onion garlic we don't have. You know, because it's basically tamasic and it generates heat in the body. Now when it generates heat, your sadhana gets a hindrance, you know. So that's why one avoids onion garlic, you know. So that's what I'm trying to project, that you can make so many different things. You know, that there was this time when a doctor had come over, you know. I was not too well a couple of months ago and I had a major vertigo problem, and 3 months it took me. I'm still not completely normal, but I'm much better. So this doctor had come home to see me, and I had just cooked something for the, you know, video. So I said, will you try? And he wasn't too sure that he would like Satvik food, you know, because the word Satvik people feel that it must be very bland and boring, you know. So I said, try. So he said, okay, I'll try. And when he had it, he said, oh my God, this is Satvik food. I can't believe, I thought it would be. I said, yeah, you thought it was very bland and you know, all that. It's not that. He says, I must go home and tell my mother to subscribe on your channel. I said, that would be nice. You know, if I get more subscribers, it would be very nice. More people would be aware of something like this, you know, that it is not bland. It's not boring. It's absolutely amazing. Satvik food without onion garlic. The taste is much better. So, you know, that's why I'm doing Swamiji's Kitchen. I'm not getting too many subscribers yet, but माँ की इच्छा है. अगर आना है तो आएंगे, वरना ठीक है. So I'm just doing my bit, and that's why I started the channel. You know, initially it started with somebody telling me, why don't you show us, you know, give us the recipe of Brahma Khichdi, माँ की Brahma Khichdi. So I thought about it and I said, why talk about it? Just do it and show it to them. And that's how the whole thing started, you know. And I'm enjoying it. So again, domestic duty is only when I have to do the videos. I go to the kitchen and do the cooking myself, you know. And of course I have my help, Bharti, who helps me out, you know. And otherwise she's cooking because she's a cook, you know. So she's doing everything all the time. It's only when the videos are on that I do it, you know. So that's that. My social duties are not really anything, you know. I don't go anywhere. I don't go for parties. I don't go for entertainment. People don't even call me now. They know that I will never go. so they don't even bother, you know. So that's how it is. I like my isolation, my solitude. And there's a lot of contemplation goes on, you know, when you're alone in solitude. That's the best time to do contemplation, to think about Ma or your Isht or whoever it is. So sit with yourself. If you should be able to learn how to sit with yourself and not need company. You know, otherwise people are always like wanting company all the time. They can't sit with themselves. So that's not my problem. So I hope I have answered your question, and I'll see you next time. Jai Ma.